Hello friends, this is Ted, and welcome back to the Ted Atterbury Experiment. And I'm back at the fair again, just showing you a bunch of rides before anybody gets on them and stuff. Like, this is the opening night of the fair, and so everybody's gonna be out here riding, but this is a little early, of course, so we're just kind of showing you some of the cool rides they got here. Here's one called the Alter Ego. It's got some cool art on it. That's one thing about these rides, they got pretty cool art on them. But pretty neat. There's the ticket booths, of course. Here's kind of the bungee jump thing over here. Pretty cool, my kid likes that one. Here's one called the Silver Streak, which you see they're still setting them up. The cars are kind of stuck in there right now. They haven't got it all set up. You can kind of see how they got it in there. Of course, here's the ticket booths. As you can see, they've got the cars, some of the cars sitting over there on the thing over there. They haven't all hooked them up here yet. So this is kind of cool. There's, of course, my favorite candy apple thing. Pretty neat. My little boy would love this, and the Monster Truck, a big school bus thing. So I guess you can flop around in a school bus. My school bus driver used to get in a wreck a lot. She might be pretty good at driving that one. Here's a big Aladdin looking ride. Let's see what else we got down through here. I figured I'd give you a little tour of the fair down here, the rides and stuff. Looks like the pony ride, I guess. You can get in there. You can be a cowboy. Here's another good stand with some food. Here's a cool one where they make the shirts and draw the drawings on there and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. So you can get you a nice Spider-Man picture there. Pretty neat. Here's some more food places. Place to meal down and eat your food. Over here you can hit a can, knock a can over, win a prize. On this and win a big old monkey prize, looks like, a big bear. I've won a couple of those for my wife. I usually do the ones where you do the darts. I'm usually pretty good at them. Here's one of those dart games too. I won her a big Care Bear one time. Cost me a pretty good amount though, but I've got it. But I'm usually pretty good with darts, so it wasn't as bad as some people might have got. Here's some cool prizes. Just walking around showing you the fair. There's one of our workers walking around or driving around on the old four-wheeler thing. I kind of come over here and get out of this guy on the bobcat there, what do you want to call it? Here's a big old one called the Fireball. Pretty huge looking thing. That's crazy though, getting all those rides like that, and they set those up like in a matter of like an hour or two. And it's like they just ship them from place to place. It's like, and people ride those. Here's a train station one. Kind of cool. Let's keep walking here. We'll show you a few more kind of cool rides they got at the old fair here. Yeah, like I said, I just figured y'all have fun kind of seeing a good guided tour of the fair. There's a bull riding thing. My little boy would love that, but I don't think he's old enough to ride. $5 a ride, good gosh. There's that wild bull. There's some more. You can get you a Patriots hat there, and Broncos. They got the Golden State Warriors. There's a bunch of games over here. There's the monkey maze. Kind of cool. My son likes those pretty good. Go in there and there's all kinds of different things to do and stuff. Here's a gigantic thing, the Nemesis 360. I don't know what that is. I might have to get a video of some of these things working. There's the old monkey maze. That's some cool artwork on that one. Here's the Surge. I thought that was a drink. The old Surge. Here's a big kind of like a Ferris wheel or something. The Rocco plane, something, I don't know. It's hard to read. It's like spinning around. Over here's another wheel, the high energy. So we can kind of see as they're setting some of these up, it's kind of cool. And here's a big old, I guess, Ferris wheel. This is a pretty huge one right here. This is probably the biggest ride they have over here for height, I guess. There's, you know, it's just a regular fair. Whoa, as I about killed myself. There's the Nemesis 360. Guess you're going way up. I don't know what it does. Oh, there it is right there. You get on them and it kind of pulls you up in the air and either drops you down or you expand outward and spin. I'm not really for sure on that one. I've never seen that one done before. As we keep walking here, there's the Surf Shack. Here's one over here, the Gamma 7 anti-gravity device. That one's pretty. I remember when I was a little kid, somebody was in that one. It was spinning so hard, like somebody puked, and the puke kind of stayed up in the air, and it was pretty weird. It was crazy. Here's actually, look at this. This is cool. It's a basketball game, but you can see here, it's just like the trailer is like opened up or whatever. Like I guess it would close down this way and it shuts it in into that's how they move them back and forth, I guess. Kind of cool. And of course, it's got a cool looking gremlin prize you can win there, but that's kind of cool. I guess it will fold down right here to close and you go like that to open it up. So that's kind of how they move them from place to place. That's probably how a lot of them are. We'll kind of walk over here. As you can look, there's another something going in over here. I couldn't tell you what it is. You can see the trailers are kind of bringing them in. And that's usually what they do. I guess they bring them in on these big rigs or whatever and take them from one fair to the other. So that's kind of cool. You don't see that much, them actually bringing them in. That's why I kind of got here before everything got going, so you can kind of see what they do a little bit. You know, I ain't trying to say I know everything about it, but you know, you can kind of see how they kind of do a little bit of the stuff. It's kind of interesting, kind of cool. Here's some more games to win prizes. Here's that Surf's Up, and it's got a pretty cool rock lobster there. It's got some cool artwork on it. I like that. There's an eyeball up there surfing for some reason. I guess eyeballs like to surf. Here's a goldfish thing. You get those goldfish and they die about after 2 days after you get them or something like that. Hang 10, wipe out. Some cool, does have some cool artwork on it. And this guy's like buried underneath there. It's Duncan Design Incorporated that made this, I guess, as you can see on this little, don't know what that, I guess that's the company there. Got it kind of printed on there. It's pretty cool. Here's the rock wall looking thing, pretty high up. Here's the goldfish thing. And here's one of my son's favorite rides. I guess you could call it a ride. It's actually a slide. He really likes this one. You get on the little bag there and you get up there at the top, slide all the way down, the fun slide. He wants me to, that was one I used to like because it's just simple, you know, you're just sliding down. He always liked that one and I do too. There's the Hurricane, and that's one of those canes where, you know, it keeps you from falling. It always, no, it's actually a ride that you ride on. Little infomercial joke there. But you watch a lot of late night TV like I sometimes do, you know, the Hurricane, there you go. And here's some cool prizes. Got some Pokemon. Oh, that's kind of cool, some big old Pokemon. I have no idea. There's the ball that you throw to get the Pokemon out or whatever, but that's about all I know about them. Here's some icy things. Here's some workers constructing this one. Kind of cool watching them put the poles in and stuff. As you can see, it's not, this is probably the Himalaya maybe. I think that's what this one probably is. I remember they have the Himalaya a lot, and that's what it looks like that one is, but I'm not for sure. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Keep up the good work, guys. Yeah. Golly. Woo, that might be taller than the other one. That's way up there, man. They're kind of constructing it. Kind of cool. Keep up the good work. Woo, that sucker's way up there. Here's kind of a Marvel Avengers looking thing. This might be pretty cool. It's got a slide on. My boy might start liking this one. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, and you can kind of see here how the thing expands out. It's like a wagon, and these things right here expand out, so you could probably just clamp them up and close them, and they lock in there. It looks like a truck bed, as you can kind of see up underneath here. See, these right here are probably, I ain't gonna touch it because I'm not gonna try to mess it up. But this right here would probably just fold down, and that side fold down, then you got you a solid truck. You lock it down and you got it. So that's kind of cool seeing how a lot of this stuff works. Here is some kind of dragon looking thing. This one looks pretty cool. This is for the younger kids. Probably don't go that fast. And they're still putting together those two big rides. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to ask somebody how long it takes to put one of these together, but I ain't that adventurous, I guess you could say. But they're over there doing a good job. As I walk through, well, I'm not going to go through. I'm not trying to mess anything up, so I'm trying to stay away from everybody because they're doing it. You know, they're doing their job here. I don't want to mess their job up. I'm just trying to walk around and kind of film a little bit. And as you can see here, this is pretty much just a truck. Just a trailer, and see how they got the front on the trailer right here, and it just opens up and closes, so we can, you know, you just close this down, it might fold a little bit or whatever, and then you just take off with it when you're done. And of course this is a trailer right here, so it's kind of cool just to see how they fix all this cool stuff, because they get this stuff together. Because when I was filming on Saturday, and when I looked a little bit on Sunday, there was nothing here. I think they pretty much shut down in another county where I live on Saturday night, and they probably got it here Sunday, and they've been constructing it ever since Sunday, and it's just Monday today. This is Monday in the afternoon, so they've been at it probably about a day and a half or something like that. Here's a cool looking boat ride. My little boy will like this because they look like Caterpillar front loaders, so he kind of likes those. He's rode on one of them before. This one was like a front loader. One of my friends had one, and he was letting him ride around on it. And of course, here's the, I guess what are these called? The merry-go-rounds. I can't even think. And got some cool horses and stuff, so he'll like that. Here's some more prize things you can win. Guess you're fishing duck out of a thing. I'm not really for sure. There's a cool gremlins. I wouldn't mind actually having that one. That's pretty nice. Nice little gremlin there. Got some other cool. There's a Frankenstein from that one Motel Transylvania, I think. Oh, that's what all those are. That's cool. This one's cool with Dracula in his underwear. I don't know. He's got some little bitty short. He's got some short shorts on. Dracula with short shorts. Here's the teacups. At least they don't have the dreaded dragon ride out here. There was one that was a dragon. Here's the bumper cars. And my boy used to love the dragon thing. And it was closed off at the top, and you didn't have that much air in there. And that thing would make me as sick as a dog every time I'd ride it. I'd almost have to throw up every time I ride it. It barely did do anything. It would just barely spin. But it's like you couldn't get any air in there. And I'm a little bit claustrophobic anyway, so that, and then there's not much air in there, and it's hot, and it was making me sick. But see, it was sort of like this kind of ride, but these right here are like, they got a, you know, you're not closed in on these. You can breathe a little bit. But that dragon ride, ugh. And that was for little kids, and I don't even want to ride it. And I guess that's my tour of this Warren County fairgrounds here, and their I guess their midway part. I guess that's what this is called, where they got all their rides and stuff. Just kind of showing it off. Hope you like that. Hope you like this video. I'm kind of going out. As you can see, we're back to the altered ego here. Kind of just showing it off. This ride takes 6 tickets or a wristband plus 2 tickets. So. And I think tickets are like $1 a piece, so they make some money on this junk. I mean, it's crazy just thinking how much the tickets cost, and you got to use maybe 5 or 6 tickets for each ride, unless it's a little ride. the best trick is to get it on the days. There's some days where you pay $20 and you get a whole wristband. And the wristband, I think you can get into most stuff for free. You know, you just get in there because you bought that wristband. So that's the best thing to do, is get a wristband. And I guess we've had a mud bog out here. It's been rainy real bad where we're at, and there is mud everywhere. We were coming in and parking, and there was just mud everywhere. And I finally got my tire fixed, and I go to the co-op where my wife's dad works to get it put on or whatever. And there was it was raining so bad, and at the co-op he does the fertilizer, and some of the fertilizer had seeped out, and it just looked like sand on the ground. So I go to step in it, and I sunk in it like a quicksand where it's been raining real bad, and that fertilizer didn't have no weight to it, so I just sunk in it like I was sitting in quicksand. So that'll be it for my video. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please subscribe, and please share with other people. I just figured I'd kind of give y'all a tour of this cool fairgrounds. Kind of thought it was cool. Have you go back and kind of see how they do it a little bit. I mean, we didn't get a lot of stuff. As you can see, the one thing's spinning a little bit. But we kind of seen a little bit of how it goes together. I didn't really want to bother people and ask them, but they've got a job to do, and I'm going to let them do their job. But until next time, have a good one, and hope you like this video, and thank you, and until next video, see ya.